these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On the return, Johnson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And it's caught. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hendricks. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having...
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Third and long for Mayfield. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Mayfield on 1st down. Being chased out left. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Pass there, complete to Westbrook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Right back to him on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 17, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Parkey is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they'd place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
That's another Browns.
Mayfield now from the 50. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 41-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. That one caught by Gibson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
By the Steelers.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Finds an opening past the 40. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And all the way up to the 46. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Winston. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, Hendricks. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking long for Westbrook. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They'll run on first down. Hendricks. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He'll He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 29, Mayfield. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Mayfield. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On for the field goal, a 26-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Steelers 6.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on is not just good.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Third and long for Winston. Completion here to Claypool. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The third quarter of play with the score Browns 20, Steelers 6.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. We'll find Gibson here complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Mayfield to Evans on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. D.D. Westbrook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score Browns 27, Steelers 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Winston. Off to Geis on the screen. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. A first down throw for Winston. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jameis again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Chandler Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
To throw, Winston. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cleveland, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.